anything. But I've been watching. Dude, on the plane, I was watching I've been watching the Ken Burns Vietnam.
Ooh, heavy stuff.
God damn, dude, I cried on the plane like a fucking idiot.
Oh, is that why you
watching
cried?
a PBS doc?
You're out of meatballs.
Mark, if you're gonna say nasty stuff,
I'm sorry.
That's pretty funny.
That was a nice ride, though.
I can remember when the Vietnam War ended.
Really?
Yeah, I was a little kid. I was living in San Francisco, and I remember thinking, thank God we're never going to do war again. Like, thank God it's over while I'm a child.
Wow.
I remember thinking that.
Yeah.
Like, whew, boy, they're glad they figured this out.
That was long.
It was
9 years?
Dude, from day one, they were like, we're not going to win.
Yeah.
From day one.
They just had to be there.
McNamara's in there with LBJ, like, this is never going to work.
Yeah.
And they just kept doing it.
A lot of heroin out there.
Oh, my God. I mean,
Why'd they stay?
Hold on. I
had to be a part of what was going on.
was drinking on the plane, and I, like,
Story
while
tracks.
watching this, I, like, drunk texted my uncle who got wounded in
this is
Vietnam. I
wild.
was like, where'd you get hurt? It's like a crazy text to send.
Oh, my God.
And then he explained how he got hurt, and it was
Really?
like, whoa.
I went to the
How did he
Coochie
get hurt?
tunnels and all
He
those.
was
Stabbed by a kid?
forward observer for his group. It was the Battle of I'll find it, but it was 200 U.S. soldiers surrounded by about 3,000 Viet Cong or RVN, and then he was the forward observer that was calling in coordinates. So they were all trying to get him. They got him. They hit him with an RPG eventually. But he was the one up front calling in the
RPG.
gunships,
Role-playing
calling in the
game?
artillery,
Where to go?
and
Rocket
what?
Saying where to
propelled
go.
grenade.
Go look
Oh,
there.
oh,
I
yeah.
can
Thank
see it
you.
all.
Yeah.
Wow, like a spotter and crew.
Yeah, and he had
There he
Does
is.
that sound right? I'm just asking.
That's a Gillis.
Drang Valley Incident, 1965.
Google
tell you
Gillis
right now.
Vietnam.
no, his last name's not Gillis.
Ah.
What's crazy is the Vietnamese don't even hate Americans.
No, they hate the Chinese way
No.
more. That
Oh,
shit's all
yeah.
past them.
Who doesn't?
They called the American War and not the.
It was the Battle of Hill 102, a.k.a. the Battle of Khe Sanh Valley. 65
Valley.
Americans killed, 200 Americans surrounded by 2,000. But then I'm a little buzzed. I'm asking him fucked up questions. I was like, what's it like?
What's it like? The broadest
He
question.
said, what happens is you enter a zone where you just shut down your emotions and focus on what you need to do to survive and protect your men. No time to process feelings. There's enormous chaos, but you are acutely aware of everything. At least that was my experience.
Wow.
He said, this is a wild response.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
thought
great
you were just gonna
He
response.
say
said,
it
at one point, there were waves of MVA running towards us, but my sole focus was to stop them from getting too close with a gunship known as Spooky. I mowed them down as they advanced. Without the relentless
God.
stream of fire from Spooky, we would have been overrun.
Thank God for Spooky.
Gunship.
God damn.
Wow.
Gunship sank fired to this area and
So
they fucking lighted
I was
up.
talking to him. He said, I was the forward observer, so my job was to keep artillery jet strikes and gunship fire raining down on the enemy.
Does he want you reading this on air?
He'll be all right.
All
That's
right.
why they were trying to get through me and take me out, which they eventually did, but I took a lot of them out first. I was like,
Holy
drinking,
shit.
watching the documentary on my phone, like, damn.
I think on the plane.
Smoking a joint with that guy on a porch.
Just starts
He'll
crying.
tell you. He's my other uncle was in Vietnam and was like,
It's the gunship.
There it is.
Spooky.
yeah.
Wow.
Got shot down though. according
My
to
other
this.
uncle was in Vietnam and he never talks about it.
Yeah.
That guy, if you ask, he's
They downed Spooky. Look at that.
Ouch.
Thanks, Spook.
1968, February 15th. 9
Hey.
killed in downing of Spooky gunship.
To the spook.
To Spooky.
Spooky.
Cheers, Spooky. Wow.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, at least he's
Yeah,
still
but
with
it's
us.
What a fucked up war that
I think
was.
Segura's dad was in Nam.
Was it
what a
really?
terrible fucking dumb war.
Silly, wasted time.
Not only a dumb war, but a dumb war that was that came about because of a false flag.
Tonkin.
Yeah, Gulf of Tonkin. They lied
Tonkin
about
truck.
an incident
Yeah.
to try to get us into the war.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. That's like what we were talking about before with false flags.
So they wouldn't do
They
it here.
really
They would.
happened.
They did.
They used to do them all the time. What'd you say?
You
Well,
said
we
they
got
wouldn't
the
do them
Bon
here.
Me.
It's like that's
Yeah.
what they did.
Yeah, they 100% would.
But-
Lesser known fact to Jim Morrison's father, Captain George Stephen Morrison, commanded the carrier division during the Gulf of Tonkin
Ooh,
incident.
CIA.
The Gulf of Tonkin incident famously gave the Johnson administration the justification they needed to escalate the Vietnam War.
J.R.R. Tonkin.
Wow, it's his dad. Imagine that, and your dad becomes break on through to the other side.
I know, that's why he went so
I mean,
counterculture.
your son rather becomes that.
Yeah,
and
he had
he's
to
making
go
the
the other
music
way.
they're playing in the fucking helicopters.
Wild. Day to day.
Oh, yeah.
Great music.
Great
Yeah, it
tunes.
is.
The 60s was the best music.
So what did your uncle do to, like, what was it like when he came back?
I think he came back and he had a very stressful job
What did he do?
Fuck it. It's pretty. Once I tell you what he did, it's specific.
Is it a
We don't have
problem?
to get in your
He
uncle.
was like
Yeah.
fucking Forrest Gump, dude. He was in 3 Mile Island. He was at the World Trade Center. He was in
What?
Vietnam.
Jesus
retarded.
Christ.
He's retarded.
What?
He was everywhere.
Oh, he's an incredible story. But
Connect the dots.
Shrimp
then
Creole,
he,
shrimp fish.
I think
shrimp
I was
rice.
reading an article about it,